Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, I'm going to continue my work that I've begun over here in my sheep farm to make this the most excellent sheep farm that anyone has just ever seen. Just incredible sheep farm. Okay, first thing I'm going to need to do is go get that lever back. Okay, good, I've got that lever. That's step one. Now I need to turn it on, activate this in the ground. Now, I know you guys are saying, but Joe, why would you get rid of that pillar pedestal there? Well, you know what? Having the pillars on this end don't make as much sense because it's just going to go into the mountain. So what I need to do is just replace that with normal lamps and then come through here and remove the fencing, I think. I think that's going to give me a more consistent look. Now, these side pillars back here, that'll stay where that is. But these middle pillars, no. Bad. Gone. And I'm going to have to add additional lamps in the floor, I think somewhere about here as well, but right now I've just got to go get the equipment to do that. First, we are just going to deal with the lamps we have and get rid of the flowers we don't need. And now, of course, I'm stuck in here, this terrible hole, which I can now escape using my mad skills. I hope... Oh, dang it, sheep. You're dead. You wasted your opportunity to live. Good job, sheep. I hope you're proud of yourself. That's all it takes sometimes, is just be in the wrong pit at the wrong time. I'm going to actually use wool from the place down here and then build like maybe a village or some sort atop the thing here. Like build a woolen village. Uh-oh, Biffa has not even hit a zombie, and already he has 20. Not zit? He didn't zit a zombie? Well, okay. Let's go ahead and take some of the glowstone that we've got and convert it. Oh, man, I've got so many extra wooden shovels. I wonder whose fault that is. Thanks, King, Isuma, and... topmass.net. I'm so tired. This is why I get a shovel reminder, because I'm baby, sleepy, tired, dad. Okay, so here is our pallet. Well, soon it'll be a pallet town, I suppose, ha ha ha. And what I'm thinking about doing is setting up a... Well, I'm going to have to clean this guy up later. Setting up a farm somewhere along here. And so the farm, I'm going to have fake wood. 1, 2, dang it. You are inconvenient, man of the thing. Zombie, whatever you call it. Okay, person. So we've got this kind of a carrier, if you will, for plant life. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be our water channel here. And... so then we would have, I guess, dirt in here would be how this would go traditionally. And then we would have plants on top of the dirt, right? So we are just going to set this up like so. And go ahead and grab this. Put that in there for our water. Then have our dirt in here. Whoops. Uh-oh. It is just... we can't have dirt on top of water. That'll make mud. Anybody who's ever played Minecraft knows that mud is undesirable. So what we'll do now is we'll kind of mix in some lime carpet here. Whoops. With some fully grown plants. That will look cool, I think. And probably don't want to have that many of these... Yeah, here we go. We'll offset these lime carpet ones kind of throughout like so. And the other advantage to doing it this way is that then I can take these glowstone bits here, put that in right there, and light the thing. Ta-da! Isn't that clever of me? I'm just the most cleverest Joe Hills that you ever done seen. So, then we can do the same over out this way. So let's see, we're going to need 4... spaces of orange dirt or orange wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I imagine that what I'll do with this village is I'll actually decorate it holiday wise like or not holiday, but like seasonally. Actually, the whole roof. What I'm going to do with the roof is I'm going to, right now it's green because it's summer, but I'll make this like leaf colors in other parts of the year, or like snow for winter, and then I'll make it green again in the spring. And I'm going to actually set up some fake wool trees here. So it's going to be like this whole like fake wool village, which I'm not sure how cool that will actually be. I suspect it will be awesome, but you know, you can't always count on all the usual suspicions. So here we go. Just kind of get some of this with some wool, like so. Looking good. And then we're going to go ahead and set this block right here. Get another lime carpet, like so. I can't wait until you can stack carpet like snow. That's going to look so much better once that's actually something that you can do. And we're just going to go ahead and put this here and here, here, here and here. Okay, so that kind of sells wheat farm. Not, you know, great, but you get the general idea. And then we will go ahead and we will set up some houses. Now these houses are a minimum of 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're not going to set them up right here, but what we can set up is some paths for the village. So we can actually come back here and have a path that starts here over by the wheat farm. Whoops, and then ruin it by planting the exact same. So this is our kind of fake gravel path that can kind of go through the village, and we can even have it like turn this way. So we'll kind of come this way with it. And so we can set up a house on the corner here even. Whoops. And of course we're going to need more gray wool because you can never have enough gray wool. Boom, 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 boom. So, and then we can set, whoops. So we'll set up another house here, right? So, okay. So house here, we're going to have it up one block. Which of course, you know, actually having that offset by one so I don't have to worry about that light would probably be a good idea. So green, green, make us some more gray. Don't know if I'm going to want that much gray, but we'll grab some. Yeah, I'm going to want that much gray. Who wouldn't? Okay, so up to here. So now, okay, yeah, so at this point we put kind of some gray blocks in, as well as some step blocks. Now we can't make real wool steps because wool doesn't let you do that, but we can kind of have an orange block because we're kind of using orange for wood here for the step. And oh, I did this wrong. Well, you know what? Hold on. That's fine. So we can just recarpet this and this. Bring this back one further here. Ta-da. Boom. Now, we just put some cobblestone, wink, wink, right here. It's not real cobblestone, if you haven't figured that out. It's fake cobblestone. Okay, it's wool. It's wool. Okay, it's real simple. It's wool. So we put that there, and we can carpet the rest of this for making it look nice. Now we just go ahead and we take more of this wood here, fake wood, if you haven't figured that out. I don't know why I keep saying if you haven't figured that out, because you've clearly figured this out. This is fake wool. No, it's real wool. I've clearly not figured this out. I'm clearly too tired because of the baby, and that's why we have a shovel. Thank you, King Henry Top Suma. Okay, so, guess I should probably put windows in here as well, but let's come back to that in a minute. So, do the villager houses have windows? I don't even know, I'm realizing. So this would actually stop right here. Can you walk through that? Okay, good. The carpet isn't tall enough to stop you from walking through. And so some of these have like roofs that you can stand on top of. I don't know that this should be one of them. Let's go ahead and just put a ladder in here so that I can get up here for right now. And I'll just go ahead and add these like so. Now let's see, what would be a good roofing material for me here? I don't know if there's cobblestone roofs in the real game. but if there's not, I mean there should be. This is the real game. I'm playing the real game. I'm not on a fake server right now. Oh, sleepy dad. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. And yeah, so we can... Oh, hey, it's Red Eyes. Welcome, Red Eyes. It's always nice being in a community server, because then there's always folks around hanging out and being communal. I like it. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to run back for more wool at some point. I should probably take advantage of that chest that the eye provides me over the... Woo. Okay, so this is real easy. And we can just come up in here then. And I'm guessing what I should do is put in fake wood for there. Just kind of have this up like through here like so. And then maybe what I should do is have kind of a, some sort of, let's see, I guess, well, as long as the glowstone isn't visible from the outside, well, that's too high. No, too low. Dang it, okay. Oh, wait. Check this out, though. I could actually kind of give the roof a rounded appearance. Well, that's going to look silly. Well, no, because I just do this and this on the ends, and then that's awesome. That has gone from silly to being awesome in relatively few steps. Okay, so now that's clearly a house of some sort. You can figure out from its general shape and size that it is a house. And I can just put a few windows in here, like so, and you will get the idea. Boom. This is a house. Yay, wool field, wool house. And then we come back through here. Just, we're going to make some slightly bigger houses as well, I think, and some trees. So we will just kind of come through. Boom, 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 boom. Look at how easy it is to pave roads. I don't know why it costs the city so much money. Look at me. I'm a road paving machine. I've gone road. Actually, I guess the road we'd want to go this very quickly this way. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the baby really likes boom noises. She's like if I go boom, 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 she gets really excited. She's like, oh, it's like percussion, except Dad's good at it. Because I'm not exactly famous for my drumming talents in the rock band. And so, yeah, whenever I have the opportunity to, like, do onomatopoeia for something, I'm like, boom, 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 boom. But that's okay. I hope you guys enjoy it, too. So we can just kind of come this way, and then even turn here and have the road turn, because that is what village roads do. Boom, 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 boom. Great. And come this way. Now, like I said, I wanted to put in some sort of trees in here. So let's come right to, let's see, where should we set up for a tree? Let's set up a tree back here to start, and then if we like it, we can do more of the same type of tree. So I'm going to come up relatively high, and then I've got some of these dark green wools that I can put on here. And one thing that I kind of picked up from Vinyl Fantasy is the trick to doing any sort of tree like this is to use a glowstone, or actually the way he does it is he puts lava in the top. I'm not going to put lava in my trees on top of this thing. That would be incredibly foolhardy of me. So I just put everything together like that, and then I just grab these here. Oh, dang it, I didn't realize how low I was, or how, yeah. Uh-oh, baby's awake. Time skip. Well, baby Corinne is all taken care of and is off on a walk with her mother right now. And I realize upon reflection that these farm surrounding blocks are indeed supposed to be logs and not planks. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these faux planks, or plank faux if you will, and replace them with wonderful logs. Oh, you know what the way to do this would be, actually? I can go ahead, and I think that the tops of the logs are actually, yeah, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to have our plank tops and then our logs themselves here. So, right, you've got, boom, kind of just these wonderful wood color plank tops. Excellent. Yes, this will only serve to further my agenda of creating the most agendized, crazy wooden field farm thing ever, made out of wool. And somehow that was not enough of those. So we are going to grab a lot more and leave these here. It is very easy to accidentally double place these carpets, so I'm doing my best to only place them directly below my feet. There we go. Now that looks like a farm of some sort. Kind of. You get the idea. I mean, I guess you do. It might be good to make this one a light as well. So let's go ahead here. You know what? Actually, I don't need to use glowstone on this. That's kind of expensive. I can just plant that there. Ooh, that's going to make smoke come up. Okay, yeah, I am using glowstone. Boom. Glowstoned. Beautiful. So that'll keep that all lit up and fancy looking. And I guess I could actually use pumpkins for some of this stuff, now that I'm thinking about it. So what else would a village have? Oh, you know what it would probably have is more trees. So let's go ahead and add another tree right here. I'm not going to make this one as tall as the other one. Dang it. And I forgot to put the magical, light on top. So let's go ahead and add that. Then that. It's hard to see those easily. Okay. So then we just hop down here. Come out like so. And we can just add. Why is that empty? Stupid hand. Be full of things that I want to have, not things that I don't have but would like to have. So we can just kind of fill out this tree here and make it look all prettified. Boom. Just like Notch would have loved if he was designing trees for the first time from scratch, which of course he is not, being the tree master himself. So now we have a tree that is roughly centered and passable. And we could even set up a second tree, maybe. You know what? Let's grab pumpkins first. Let's grab pumpkins and not waste all of our glowstone where you can't even see it. Because I want to use glowstone for the roof underneath here. That's going to be where the glowstone really comes in handy. So, time skip. So I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I don't want to overuse the brown for the dirt in the soil as well as for the tree logs, but it would really look cool here if there was some sort of elevation change. And I think doing what is cool and doing what is, safe are not... Wait, you know what? Safety and coolness, there's a directly inverse proportion there. I don't want to do the safe thing. I want to do the cool thing. And so we are going to start building a little hillock here, and what I think I'm going to do is actually have some of this kind of start coming up like so here. And I'm going to put, should have done that first. So we're going to have gravel kind of come up onto this hillock. And then we will have a little bit of lime carpet. Dang it. That would be the exact opposite place that the lime carpet would go. See, that's really not how this would work. Which... obviously I should know, being a Minecraft expert. So I would have the path kind of continue up here. And then I might want to even have this kind of thing kind of veer away from the edge a bit, because that would not look as good, having it all on the edge. So what we can do instead is kind of have it come out this way a bit. Kind of over here. Now, one problem with putting that there is that's going to darken this whole edge thing. So I'm going to have to pay attention to how this gets lit properly later. So, okay. Let's go ahead and greenlight that. And we can just come through here now. And, ooh, that's another one that I'm not going to want to... really don't want to cover those if I can avoid it, because those really contribute a lot to the general atmosphere here of the area. So we're going to have this kind of continue up and along here maybe. Like, I've only got 11 of this brown wool left. That's one of the more rare of the wools, although I have plenty of those cocoa beans, so I don't know what I'm so worried about. So let's go ahead and have another house up here. Of course, I'm out of these brown wool thing, or gray. I need to learn colors, really. It's like, this is what babies do. Babies are just like, Daddy, 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 teach me everything about how the world works, but then be too tired to apply anything that you've learned in the last 27 years. And you just want to be like, of course, baby, I'll teach you everything. But then you can't remember words because you're tired. Because that's what being a dad is, being tired all the time. Okay, this is already too small an area for my house, the next house I want to build. So we're going to bring this out here like so. I'm going to come out, take care of that. Let's go ahead and kind of keep expanding this a bit, like so, and just kind of continue with this around here. And I think that having the green on top of, oh, see, doesn't that look like real dirt, kind of? Not exactly like real dirt. I mean, you guys aren't idiots, but it looks enough like real dirt. Cool, so we'll just actually have that like there. And then we could have, you know, another house here or so. Let's see, what would be... So, that house, we'd have steps leading up to it. Kind of like the other one. And so... Oh, actually, I guess the way to do this would kind of be to have cobblestone coming up awkwardly throughout here, because that's how this works. So, we'll actually go ahead and break that and replace it with a lime green carpet. More carpet goes there, and then we can just go ahead and take this beautiful cobblestone and continue our placement of the house's foundation through here, because, you know, Dinnerbone loves placing these things super awkwardly. So then we can just kind of come around here all the way to here, actually, I guess. And then we can place those here and here. It might even be good to extend this out a little bit. Whoops. So we can just kind of come around here like so. So that maybe sells it a little bit better in terms of like how this functions. Dang it, I'm within range of that dispenser noise. That's going to be obnoxious. Oh, good. There is an ambulance to also be obnoxious. Why, what has science wrought? What has sirens wrought, I guess, also would be a applicable question here. So, I don't know about you guys. Do you have any 4th of July plans? That is coming up soon, if not today. That might be today by the time this video goes live. If so, I apologize. But yeah, we are probably going to go down to the lake and hang out with my parents who live at the lake. And that will be fun. Fun fact, Tullahoma, where I grew up, has 3 lakes. We have a lot of lakes. We are poor in so many things, but we have the best and largest wind tunnels in the world, and we have a lot of lakes. And why didn't I bring more orange wool with me? These are the mysteries that will last forever in my mind, or at least until I go crazy from not sleeping. Woo, okay. So this is coming along. I think I'm going to put a window. This place is just too small barely to put windows everywhere I'd like to put a window. So you will have windows here and here. We'll have a window here. And we'll have a window here. Excellent. So, that is a valid start. Let's go ahead and grab some more wool real quick. Time skip. I'm going to try something different on this roof. I'm going to try a lower pitch and see if it works. Not sure if it will. But if it does, my reasoning for it will be apparent immediately. So by having this lower pitched roof here, what I can actually do then is to come to the middle here, place a block underneath, place a pumpkin here, then top that with this, boom, do the same thing over here, block underneath, pumpkin, topper, and that'll lap my roof pretty neatly. Now, The pumpkins might look silly from inside here. Not sure how I feel about that exactly, but I mean, in terms of core concept, it works well. What I probably should do is come back when I have more glowstone and glowstone the thing. Right, you know. And then what I wanted to do was to actually extend the roof past where it was, like so. Dang it. Dang it, okay. Clearly, I need to shear these things properly and not just do a terrible... Clearly, I need to shear these when they are failures, because they are going to be failures far too often otherwise. So let's see, how does that roof look? Yeah, that's... So you kind of get the idea that this is a house or a village or whatnot. Now, I'm going to have to kind of do some more work on it, I think. But yeah, this is the start of a beautiful woolen village. There are, of course, a few finishing touches I'm going to have to do down below here to make sure that this place looks right. But at least I can get rid of these stupid torches all along here. So let's see. This is... Unfortunately, the way that this pattern works, some of these end up being a little bit into the wall if I was to continue. So, like, really the next torch would be inside of there, which is less than ideal. Let's go ahead, though, and work on getting ourselves a moon up here. Now, 2 blocks of quartz is, of course, not going to be enough for a moon. I wonder if I should paint this entire back wall here blue with wool and have, like, fake mountain scenery or something in there. That might be a project for another day, but it'd be cool to have the moon rising inside of there. I don't know. Well... Let's just for right now try and get a moon hanging up somewhere inside of here. Oh, look, that's right, because I put the roof on right, you don't hear the rain even though it's raining out there. Aren't you glad you're inside, sheep? That's right, yeah, you are. Sheep appreciation time skip. Dang it, creeper. Sheep, stay out of the way. I have the shot. Oh no, now a skeleton or zombie is coming. Dang it. Stay clear, you guys. Okay, so we're going to have to improve security here as well, it seems. But in the meantime, let's get some more tree-making wool. So what I'm thinking for the quartz moon is actually to hop up here like so, and then install the quartz moon itself onto this support beam. And that might seem kind of silly at first examination, but you got to consider that I'm actually really smart at everything. So why not give me a chance, guys? What if I decided to, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this quartz moon here, and I'm going to use it as having it like kind of visible against the backdrop of the whole thing here. That's a terrible way to phrase that sentence-wise. Okay, but like, oh no, now I'm hitting the sky. Okay, I made the moon too big. So I'm not good at everything. I've already screwed up this moon. This moon is already broken. Goodbye, fair, sweet, beautiful moon. The months that you would have marked, you will never mark. Not now. Not ever. That's why I said never. Okay, so, new moon-related plan. Let's just make a big moon thing. Full moon. Boom. It is a moon, and how well lit is it from below? Not especially. So we are gonna just quickly... Okay, great. That's one of those blocks above it that I don't really need to worry about. So that should keep mobs from spawning here. Let's take a look at the light level. Block level 7. Boom. Okay, so we got plenty of light from above there. And I'm ultimately going to end up probably throwing more glowstone into the ceiling to give this more of a sky look. Oh, great. Now I get to destroy that. I didn't even make sure that was centered. I hope that was remotely centered. You know what? Too bad. It's the moon. The moon doesn't have to be centered. It's its own boss. Or so says Joe Hills, who is actually the boss of the moon. The moon doesn't get to say you're not the boss of me unless it's talking to anyone other than me. True fact. I don't like it when people say true facts with like an X unless it's like they actually received a fax full of truths. Like, why would you say true facts like with an X? Spell it with a T. True facts. See, doesn't that sound better? True facts versus true facts. Yeah, you gotta enunciate that T. Okay, so we're just gonna hop back here. Yeah, the underside of that moon is maybe a little bit less than stellar. Maybe I should elevate it more? Let's give that a go. So I have raised the elevation of the moon and made it spherical. Not sure that was an improvement. This might be one to keep revisiting. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and check out the view of the woolage, which is a portmanteau of village and wool, or wool village, from up atop here, one of the highest peaks in the area. Oh, what beautiful wonders might my eyes fall upon if I were to step foot on top of such a delicate, beautiful peak. I can see Monkey Farm's house, I can see Red Eye's house, I can see Corrales' house, I can see the Torch of Liberty, I can see my mausoleum, and I can see, what is that, a beautiful village there in the distance, which I think is just a wonderful thing, because a village is a terrible thing to waste, and a woolage is even worse, so don't waste those. Anyway, I should probably let y'all go. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.